So I am all in for Sega bringing back their classic titles, but not like this. I mean, this House of the Dead 2 remake is it's just not up to quality, in my opinion. I mean, I've got the two games, the original and the remake, side by side here, and I think you can tell immediately that there's just something off about the remake. For one, I think the art style they went with really just doesn't sell the House of the Dead feeling, especially compared to how the original looks. It's too different in my opinion. I appreciate them trying to set a mood, but it's almost too muddled and fuzzy. It's just not very clear. And I know they've patched the game since its originally dropped. So there's been a patch or two, and so they've improved the lighting, so it looked even worse than this, even muddier. But just compared to how the original game, how it looks, there's a feel to it that is just not captured. And that feeling extends to how the gameplay feels. In the original game, there's a punchiness to everything. The gunplay feels nice, it sounds nice. Everything's just flatter in the new game. Just the way enemies flop over when they die. The fact that when you shoot enemies, they just, in the original, you can pump holes into them. It feels like you're blowing chunks off of them, and that's just not in this. I hate to say it, it just doesn't feel as good. And this is one of the best rail shooters ever made. Arguably one of Sega's best arcade games, right? And that special care just isn't there, and I get it. Sega didn't do it themselves. They, got someone else to do it. What is it, For Never Entertainment or something like that? I'm probably wrong. I'm doing this very off the cuff, so my research is very, very limited. But still, I definitely think this should have been cooked more. I definitely think that this should have been looked after or supervised by someone at Sega a bit more. Maybe just even... I wish they had done it themselves. Because the way this game is, I just would have rather had a fancy remaster of the original game. Just put up on Steam. But, with cool resolution, stuff like that. This ain't it. And I'm glad that Shinobi doesn't look like this. It was given to Daemu and it's got some care and love put into it. And it seems like Jet Set Radio's being put with some care and put into it. Hopefully Crazy Taxi's gonna be given the same care. But we have to wait and see. And I just don't want this game to be indicative of what we see in the future. And granted, that might not be the case at all, because Shinobi came after this. But there's still Panzer Dragoon Y, which I think is being made by the same people as this remake, because they also did Panzer Dragoon 1 remake, and that game it's okay. But I also don't want just okay. I want something that has the same level of care and vibrancy and fun that the originals had, that's the whole point of remakes, is just bringing that same level to a new audience, to a new technology, to a new generation. As much as I don't want to do it, think about the Resident Evil remakes. Those remakes, translate that level of fun to a new people. And I wish Sega would understand that for something like this. And so hopefully if they continue to do remakes, they learn from this, because this definitely could have been much better. I don't know, I'm just disappointed. We could get House of the Dead 3 remake still, and maybe even 4. And I know those games aren't as beloved as 2, but I do think those games are fun. And I would like, if they do end up remaking them, they be at least as fun as the original versions, you know? Anyway, I really hope that Sega just does a bit better with these in the future if they continue to do it. And I just wanted to share my frustration, because I know a lot of people don't like this remake, just like I do. So if you do happen to come upon this, and thank you for watching, hopefully, you know, I didn't offend anybody that actually really does like this remake. You know, you do you, more power to you. I just really hope that Sega does better in the future.